The game hung in the balance for most of the afternoon, the Saints holding a slight lead at every change, and 2 late goals in the final term gave the Demons a glimmer of hope, but it wasn't to be. St Kilda getting their first win since round 5, 16-10-106 to 13-8-86. 7 goals at 2 first quarter set up Fremantle's day, and despite a spirited 3-goal burst from Port in the third term, the outcome was never in doubt. The Dockers grabbing their 5th win of the season with a 52-point win, 21-16-142 to 14-6-90. Tough conditions hampered both teams. North Melbourne seemingly in control with a slight lead at half-time and three-quarter time, but the Lions grabbed the lead in the fourth and held the Roos at bay, grabbing their first win of the season and their first win at home since round 10 last year. The final score, 10-13-73 to 8-11-59. A terrific contest in a finals-like atmosphere. Just 1 point separated the two sides at the main break, and then Richmond found another gear. 7 goals to 3 in the third term and holding off the Bombers for their 4th win of the season. 16-9-105 to 13-11-89 in front of an 83,500 strong crowd at the MCG. In a strong first half, the Crows seemed to belie their ladder position and got out to a 30-point lead at the main break before Collingwood put on a devastating second half that included an 11-goal final term. Final score, Collingwood 20 goals, 15-135 to Adelaide's 14-8. To the ladder, Geelong still undefeated with 8 wins, then Collingwood, Hawthorn third, Essendon, Carlton, the West Coast Eagles, Fremantle inside the 8 with the Sydney Swans. Outside the 8, the Tigers, but they're rising. Melbourne, the Western Bulldogs in trouble, as are Adelaide. St Kilda with a win at least. North Melbourne, Gold Coast, the Brisbane Lions off the bottom, and Port Adelaide last. Now it's time for our mark and goal of the week. The Hungry Jacks mark of the round, Andrew Cracker nearly hits the roof at Etihad Stadium.
Thomas. Magnificent. Unbelievable.
To the Coleman medal, Tiger Jack Riewoldt still sits in first place with 33, but only by a whisker. Lance Franklin has 32. Josh Kennedy jumped into third after his 10-goal haul, and Liam Jarrah and Kepler Bradley round out the top 5. To this week's matches: on Friday night, Melbourne and Carlton at the MCG. On Saturday on Fox Sports, North Melbourne and the Sydney Swans from Etihad, Fremantle and St Kilda from Patterson's. The Gold Coast Suns host their first game at Metricon. It's against Geelong, so welcome back Geelong for Gary Ablett. And Richmond and Port Adelaide from TIO Stadium in Darwin on Fox Sports as well. On Sunday, Adelaide and the Brisbane Lions kick off a big doubleheader on Fox Sports. Collingwood and the West Coast Eagles, the Western Bulldogs and Hawthorn, massive game to finish it all off on Fox Sports, and Essendon has the bye.